Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I want to appreciate you so much because of your continuity to, of course, support the work of this channel. If it was not you, we could have not reached this milestone that we are today. By the way, if you are a visitor, you have visited this channel for the first time, just do me a favor, ensure that you subscribe to this channel. We are at 15,000 subscribers. Let us push it till 20,000 subscribers. Now, for those who are returning subscribers, I salute you, all of you, saying thank you so much because of the great work that you're doing. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let the fact be called a fact. One thing that I have realized is that we as Kenyans, we are always being fooled as people that never went to school, or even to that kid that did not go to school. He might understand something that is being put across as a truth, rather is not a truth. Now, when William Samoei Ruto was giving his address at UN Assembly, I found certain comments that some people are saying that William Samoei Ruto was good when it comes to memorizing speech. Even if you are a fool, you cannot be fooled that the speech that William Ruto gave out at UN Assembly, that was, of course, what he memorized. We are being fooled. What William Samoei Ruto was using was called teleprompter, explainer, that was running from down up. And that was what William Ruto was using. Even I was sitting down, I was watching that speech. It was something that I knew even before someone came out to explain for me. So those people were coming out, people like Ali Noor, saying that William Samoei Ruto memorized all those kind of speech. That was a lie, a big lie. Please, we as Kenyans, we are learned. People should stop fooling us. We are not fool. You just continue praising William Samoei Ruto on your own, but don't fool us that William Samoei Ruto memorized that speech. And of course, this is the video how Nation Media came out to explain exactly what I was looking out to explain for you. And this is how Nation Media has come out to explain how William Samoei Ruto was reading his speech through teleprompter explainer. And this is how it was going.
Mr. President of this 77th session of the UN General Assembly, Your Excellency Saba Korosi, Secretary General of the United Nations, Your Excellency Antonio Guterres, Excellencies, distinguished delegates, I am grateful for the immense privilege to join Your Excellencies in this distinguished assembly. Human well-being is under grave threat. The health of the planet requires urgent attention. The immense pressure exerted by conventional threats such as climate change, the global food crisis, terrorism, cybercrime, and armed conflict has been compounded by unprecedented, devastating disruptions due to COVID-19. I express my approval of the theme for this session, a watershed moment, transformative solutions to interlocking challenges.
I want to ask a simple question. If Kenyans, we are going to be fooled every day, as far as they're looking at the way at times they are weighing us like we are not learned, then they are on a wrong history of reading the mind of Kenyans. This is something that Kenyans knew early, even before it was exposed. These were the truth and pure truth. In fact, it reached a moment when I was just looking at the ground, the way it was. Almost a bigger percentage of chairs that were there in the UN Assembly was almost empty. I want to ask a simple question. William Samoei Ruto thought that he was in Kenya. He took even bottom up, Mama Mboga Boda Boda there. I want to tell you, it has reached a point that we as African, we will be taken as granted like that, as simple and fools, electing presidents that acting as people should be, or rather, these presidents of ours, when it comes to behaving before these white or Europeans, it has been a big problem for them. I think, according to my opinion, William Samoei Ruto was extraordinary excess. It has reached a point going to sell his bottom up and those things of theirs. He thought that he was in a campaign in UN Assembly. That was not a podium of campaigning. There, they need real issues. They need real issues. We as Africans will lose a point of explaining ourselves. We take simple interest, personal interest, to explain to the Europeans as if we are going to outsmart them. Today, the speech of William Samoei Ruto, without fear of contradiction, will never and cannot outsmart the mind of Europeans, because what William Ruto did was pure trying to outsmart them. That is why you see the house was almost empty. The house was almost empty. This is the truth, the fact. You like it, you don't like it. And this is what we know it. So I saw some people celebrating, praising William Samoei Ruto. According to me, if you ask me to rate William Samoei Ruto's speech out of 10, I will give William Samoei Ruto 4/10. That is according to my opinion. Because the real issues that was to be addressed, even if I'm not learned, even if I'm a young Kenyan, young African, those were not the issues to be addressed. The issues that William Samoei Ruto addressed in that UN Assembly was simple and clear: to outsmart the Europeans. How can you outsmart the Europeans? Yes, after outsmarting them, unaenda kuomba 978 million Kenyan shillings ikuje kusaidia. How comes you cannot outsmart them? We as Kenyans, we need to grow. First, we must be respected in terms to our independence. It has reached a time that we as few countries in Africa, we are not respected till today by this European, because what we are trying to do, we are not proving them that we can, but we are proving them that we can outsmart them, which according to me, we cannot. We will show them that we can, but not but not showing them that you can outsmart them. It means that we will never be respected. Bringing politics into the ground of UN. In fact, the main business there is not to go and campaign, show how bottom up, trickle down, water. This is an explanation that has been there existing for a long period of time. It is not for the first time William Ruto is coming up with the idea of bottom up. It has been there, it will stay there, and it will be there still forever and ever. So William Ruto to come and address this bottom up in the UN Assembly is not something that is extraordinary. It's something that we expected. So to me, according to my opinion, to be cheated that William Ruto memorized his speech and he outsmarted the European, it is simple lies. You are cheating William Ruto. Yes, you are giving William Ruto credit that was not there. In fact, this man hata ukiangalia vile alikuwa anasoma this side, anaangalia this side, anaangalia this side. Hii matelo prompter explainer ilikuwa imewekwa moja hapa. Alikuwa anasoma hii kiteremuko imeisha, anaendea hii. Kiteremuko imeisha, hii anaendea hii. So, muache kudanganywa. What are your thoughts? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much because of the great support. If you are a visitor, please subscribe to this channel. Bye bye till we meet on another video.